Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that will be linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. All Goon has been enjoying our weekend after our win on Friday. We're still reveling in it, and apart from Tottenham winning yesterday 4-1, they put a dampener on it. But no, it's been a great weekend so far. And yesterday, actually, Arsenal played an under-21 game at Boreham Wood. You know, if I'd have known about it, I would have got down there. When I saw it, it was right at the last minute. But it was interesting because Tomiyasu played 45 minutes in the game. Even Mikel Arteta was there watching the game. But Tomiyasu got 45 minutes under his belt. So it's good to see him returning to fitness. And also Marquinhos, the youngster that we signed in the transfer window. He's been looking pretty decent. Another goal and assist for him in that game. He scored a goal in the previous behind closed doors game as well. And you never know with this guy. I think when Arsenal first bought him, they were sort of buying him with a view to maybe loaning him out and that. But you never know. It could be sort of another Martinelli where we keep him because he's looking very sharp. He's rapid, he is, as a footballer. So let's keep our eyes on him and see if he makes the first team squad for Arsenal. Beating Manchester United in the under-21 game, by the way, by 3-1. So well done to them. But as I said, good to see Tomiyasu back. What does that mean for Hector Bellerin? Because you already got Ben White playing as a right back the other day. You've got, of course, Tomiyasu, Cedric. Bellerin's definitely on his way out of the club. But it's whether Arsenal are going to be able to get a fee or not for him. Now, according to Estadio Deportivo, they are claiming that Arsenal are really struggling to get a fee for him because Hector Bellerin only wants to move to Real Betis. That is according to them. Now, we all know he had a really successful time at Real Betis last season, winning a trophy there, and he'd like to go back there. That's where he wants to play. That's not really where Arsenal want him to go because Arsenal want to get as much money for him as possible. Possibly, try and see if they can get even a £10 million fee for him. There has been interest from clubs in Italy, from other clubs in Spain, but Betis is where he wants to go. And there's been this rumour that Arsenal may tear up his contract and allow him to leave for free, a bit like what they did with Aubameyang. Again, let's see how this one plays out. But according to that publication, he only wants to move to Betis, and that could, because Betis just don't have the amount of money that Arsenal are looking for to pay for Hector Bellerin. One player who's definitely left is Lucas Torreira over there in Galatasaray. Arrived over there yesterday with Dries Mertens. They're signing both of them at the moment, Galatasaray. And he has left Arsenal for £7 million. Now, it's quite significant, this, because it means that Lucas Torreira will no longer be, of course, in the Arsenal squad, which frees up space. Now, just to give you an understanding of the rules when it comes to Premier League squads, you're allowed 17 overseas players in your 25-man squad, and you've got to have 8 homegrown players. Now, with Torreira in the squad, with Torreira now not being in the squad because he's been sold, that means that Arsenal now down to 16 overseas players in the squad. And there's going to be more leaving as well, but they're down to 16 overseas players because they would have had a problem registering players if they would have had, like, say, Lucas Torreira and then they go and get anybody else in. But now that Torreira's gone, they can go out there, buy another overseas player, and they'd be able to register him and all the other players that they currently have in their squad. This is why Arsenal have been trying to move on some of these players like Torreira, Pablo Mari, these sort of guys. But Torreira going is quite significant because that now means that Arsenal could make a move for Yuri Tielemans. He would be obviously another overseas player. But if he came in, they could register him and they'd still have 17 overseas players with the option to still get rid of more. And, I'm looking at, as I said, Pablo Mari, Pepe could be one as well that could go before the end of the window. But by Torreira going, that means now that Arsenal can make a move for Yuri Tielemans. Now, will it be this week? before they play Leicester. Could do. I don't think that would go down too well with Leicester. You know, that might antagonise them. Could it be after the Leicester game? Could it be that, you know, Arsenal look at it and say, right, you know, let's have a bit of respect for Leicester. We're playing them this week. Do we want to sort of really destabilise them, make things look really terrible for them just before playing them, which could get them angry and then they demand more money and they drag it out? Or do we say, right, listen, Leicester, we want Tielemans, but we won't make a move for him until after we play you next week, Saturday? I'm just, this is a bit of a speculation on my side, but the room is there now for Arsenal to move and get Yuri Tielemans. Go and get it done. I'm fed up with talking about Yuri Tielemans every day. That's why I just want to just say, welcome to Arsenal, Yuri Tielemans. You know. Oh, gosh. So let's see how that one pans out. Now, yesterday I spoke about this one being linked with Moussa Diaby, and judging by the reactions in the comment section, you're all universally in favour of this one. He's a top player. French international, broke into the French national team, scored loads of goals and loads of assists last year. Now, earlier on in the transfer window, it was Newcastle who were really going in hard for Moussa Diaby. However, he did announce at the time that he wasn't interested in a move and that he's staying at Bayer Leverkusen. He's not leaving. Could Arsenal, if this rumour's true, and that's the other thing, right? I've looked into this rumour and I still can't see much substance to it. You know, I hope it is true because I think he'd be a great addition as a wide player, would offer great competition on both flanks. And again, he's rapid and he scores goals, and we need goal-scoring players from out wide. If these rumours are true, could he be tempted by Arsenal? If you're a footballer right now and you're looking for a move to the Premier League, surely looking at that Arsenal team at the moment, it's an exciting project. You know, with Gabriel Jesus in there, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Saliba. You're looking at it and you're thinking, that looks like a really exciting project. So let's see how that one pans out with Moussa Diaby. As I said, at the moment, I'm not too sure. I need to see stronger links on it before I could possibly start to say, yes, this is something that could happen. Now, we've been linked with Leroy Sane throughout this transfer window, and it was interesting to see Bayern Munich. They played Eintracht Frankfurt the other day, beat them 6-1, also destroyed them. But it was interesting to see that Leroy Sane in that game started the game on the bench. Of course, Sadio Mane is now at Bayern Munich. They paid a lot of money for him, and he scored on his debut. And Sane, it's not going to be much of a starter, I don't think, this season. Last year, he didn't start much either. 22 games he started. He may start even less now with Sadio Mane in the team. And there's rumours that he could be tempted by a move, although Bayern Munich have been claiming that he's not for sale. Now, there's rumours around in the papers today and in several publications that Manchester United have made an inquiry about Leroy Sane, which is interesting considering he used to be a Manchester City player. But they've made an inquiry about him. There's been rumours that Arsenal are interested in him. So if he does become available, where would he choose to go? Would he choose Arsenal or would he choose Manchester United? That's if he becomes available. But potentially on a collision course with Manchester United over that signing, and also potentially on a collision course and a battle over Coby Gakpo. We know that this is a player that Arsenal are interested in. They've registered an interest, in Coby Gakpo. But Manchester United have also registered an interest in Coby Gakpo as well. Again, Ten Hag knows him from his time over there in Dutch football, knows him very well. Obviously he's played for PSV, had a very successful season last year, and Ten Hag knows him only too well. So could that be another battlefront with Manchester United for a talented player? We know, I think it's we all know it's a midfield player and a wide player we're looking for. But it's a bit the same with Manchester United. They're looking for a midfield player, deep, and even Tielemans. There's been rumours that they could, turn to Tielemans if they don't get Frankie de Jong. I mean, it could be interesting where these players choose to go to if it does come down to a battle. Listen, we were in one earlier on this transfer window with Lisandro Martinez. Remember, we were the first team in for him. Then Manchester United came in for him and they won out in that battle, even though they had to pay massive amounts of money for him. But they did win out in that battle. And Lisandro Martinez decided to go and join Man United. But a lot of that was to do with the fact that he'd previously played with Ten Hag. These two, if they become available, will be interesting. Leroy Sane and Gakpo. I think Arsenal will be interested in both of those. And if it comes down to a head-to-head, where will they choose? As I said, I feel that, Arsenal right now is a better proposition to go to than Manchester United. That's, if you're a player looking for a move, but we may get to find out if it does come down to that, where those players will choose. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, check out all of our excellent content. Still loads of content coming out. Forever Arsenal was brilliant yesterday. That's a great new addition here on AFTV. So make sure you check that out. And they were discussing the win over Crystal Palace and looking forward to Leicester. So make sure you check that one out. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.